So hey guys, I just wanted to do a quick video. I've got some friends online with me right now, but I've talked a lot about EFT, a tapping sequence for emotional freedom. And so I'm going to go ahead and record this video for those who might not get to join us tonight. So hopefully you'll have a referral back. So what I'm planning to do right now with you guys is I'm going to screen share from YouTube, and I can drop the link. Let me do this first. I will go and drop the link in the chat room. And that way you guys can even save it. Get back to you. I'm going to drop the link in the chat room. You guys can save it from there. This is one of my favorite links for EFT. So if you're ever just like, if you want to share it with a friend or just a reminder, how do I do this? That's a great tapping sequence right there. There's lots of ways to do it. You usually can't go wrong. Most of them are usually spot on, but I'm gonna go ahead and play it. It's short, it's like 10 minutes, and then we're gonna get right into what we're doing. But I love for you to kind of understand how it works. Okay, so let me screen share. Okay, everybody can see that. So I'll maximize it. Okay, great. Here we go. There's that good old disclaimer.
Welcome. I like to pain, anxiety, insomnia, weight gain, depression, but regardless whatever symptom you are suffering from, the power of your body has the ability to repair and heal. And what you're about to experience can actually change your life. We're going to do tapping throughout 9 parts of our body. These areas that we're going to tap on, in our facial area as well as our chest, are going to stimulate sensory nerves. These nerves will travel back to the central nervous system, affecting the brain. And as those neurons become stimulated throughout the brain, this will have a positive effect on our pituitary gland that we call the master gland of the body, because this is the gland that produces hormones and controls so many different processes within our body. These hormones will send signals to different organs and glands throughout our body to help regulate proper function. This affects our thyroid gland, our adrenal glands, and this controls our metabolism, our growth, our reproduction, our blood pressure, and many other vital physical functions and processes. And the research shows that this can reduce a significant amount of cortisol that's produced in our body. This is our stress hormone. This will increase the parasympathetic nervous system to allow your body to relax, to allow your body to repair and heal. So whatever emotional or physical stresses that you're suffering from right now, as we stimulate these certain points, we're stimulating meridians. These meridians work through our body, through the meridian channels. As we stimulate these acupressure points along these meridians, this chi energy is going to help your body get back into homeostasis so your body can repair and heal. So let's get familiar with these healing points. Our first point is known as the karate chop. It's located on the outside of the hand on the little finger side. Our second point is located just inside the eyebrows on both sides. Our third point is just on the outside of the eyes. Our fourth point is just under the eyes. Our fifth point is just under the nose. Our sixth point is located just below the bottom lip in the crease in the front of the chin. Our seventh point is located where the top of the collarbone connects to the sternal area. It'll come down 1 inch and out 1 inch. Our eighth point is 4 inches down from under the armpit. And our last point is exactly right on top of the vertex of the head. So here is what we need to do to help you heal. I want you to address your condition: anxiety, pain, depression, insomnia, whatever it is, whatever problem you are suffering from, I want you to address it. I want you to recognize what your problem is. That's number one. So while you think about this problem that you have, we're going to do our tapping. By the end of the tapping, which is a short period of time, you are physiologically going to feel different. Then we're going to tap through these different points one more time. And then your mindset, your attitude, your thinking pattern is going to change. You're going to put different words into your mind. Like, I'm in the process of feeling better right now. I feel so much more relaxed, because you're going to feel what you're going to say. This is what's going to get you better. So now I want you to follow along as I take you through the entire process of what we need to do to get well. I'm going to address my condition as stress, anxiety, which is extremely common thing worldwide. Your condition can be something else, but for practical purposes, follow along so you get to understand exactly what we need to do. Now, for the ear.
Okay, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and stop the share so we can actually just walk through it ourselves, but at least you kind of got a background of how it works. And we're going to do this together right now. So whatever stressors are going on right now, and so let's come at it from an emotional standpoint. So let's figure out what word, and you guys go ahead and utilize the chat room if you'd like to. Tell me what's going on or what's something you want to go ahead and say. You could just say, I'm stressed. You totally could use that. Or if you want to say, I mean, whatever's going on, just use the negative word. So I feel panicked. I'm scared. I'm super frustrated with what's going on in my life right now. Whatever that emotional word is, go ahead and identify it. Just give me one word, put it in the chat room. I am okay, excessively reactive. Okay. Yep. I am fearful, in other words. I'm stressed about important decisions. I am overwhelmed. Good job identifying. This is important to identify. Hopeless kind of feeling. I'm stressed and hopeless. You could just say that, Melanie. Okay. I think that's just about everybody except maybe Tara. I don't think Tara got hers up there. She's trying to identify it. That's all right. So you notice he was saying, I mean, you could actually do this for whatever's, I mean, it could be a physical thing that's going on. I've personally never done that before. I think that's pretty interesting, and it does make sense to me. In some ways it definitely does. But this is switching your nervous system over. It's especially good when you're feeling panicked, overwhelmed, fearful, a really intense emotion right now. It's really good at helping switch you out of that. I have used it for my mom before. One of the first times I actually used it with really good, we'll let one other person in. I think she's done this with us before. So, okay, good job, Tara. Yes, overwhelmed. Totally get that. So what we're going to do is, now that you've got that identified, and I'll go while I'm letting Heather get on. Just to give you an idea of what happened, I'll tell you two stories real quick. With my mom, the first time I remember using this and realizing just how powerful a tool it was, my mom was in a healing crisis. And this was, wow, it's probably 2 years ago. And it might have been longer than that. Time kind of messes up with me in the last couple of years. But she was in a healing crisis, and she was experiencing extreme anxiety, over and over again, panic attacks. And we were doing all the things, but at the same time, she was just like, I just want this to go away. I need some sleep. Sometimes lack of sleep causes that. It's a vicious cycle. I'm like, okay, Mom, let's do this. And so this is where, again, I told you guys, EFT is not usually used with essential oils, but you can take it to a whole nother level when you use it. And so I grabbed 2 oils. I grabbed whatever I had nearby. And from what the doctor that you just saw in the video, what he was talking about, there's a releasing stage. And that's what we're going to do first. We're releasing. So Heather, welcome. Go ahead and tell me in the chat room, identify a negative emotion that's going on right now for you. You could say I feel stressed, overwhelmed, whatever it is. Go ahead and put that in the chat room for us so we can identify that. So with my mom, she was again in a panic mode, total anxiety attack happening. She couldn't really focus to hardly do just everything that she needed to. And so, but she was saying, I'm panicked, I'm in a panic mode. And I'm like, there's our word. I feel panicked. And I'm trying to remember it doesn't really matter what oil I grabbed at this point, but it was something like peace and calming. It was something like that. And so we used a releasing oil. I could have used lavender. Okay. I could have used stress away. I could have used ylang ylang. There's so many different ones you could use, but I grabbed what was nearby. And I'm pretty sure I did use peace and calming, but I grabbed peace and calming, gave her a drop, and just had her start breathing with me while I tapped the points for her. Remember, she's in a full out panic attack, trying to communicate and tell her where to tap. It's not happening. I tapped and I would say, I feel panicked. I'm like, say it with me, mama. And she'd say, I feel panicked. She just repeated after me. We went through the whole sequence and I'm breathing with her. Okay. I'm encouraging her to breathe. I feel panicked and letting it out. Okay. We're going through that. She's breathing it from her hand. She's smelling that oil. And I'm sorry, I didn't give her a drop. She was just holding it. She was just holding it. She didn't have a drop on herself. We got through the whole tapping sequence, and that's what we're going to do first. And then we grabbed another oil. And I believe I grabbed grounding oil because that's what she needed, was to feel grounded. You could totally use something like Valor. A lot of us have Valor around the house. You could use a citrus oil. Citrus oils are really good for switching you into the positive. Got some grapefruit right here. Luscious lemon. That's a new one. We think of it just smells good. Guys, there's ylang ylang, lemon. There's all kinds of really good, happy grounding oils in this. You could use, again, use what you got. But I gave her that bottle, just switch the bottle in her hand, tap to the whole sequence. Guys, by this time, I'm seeing her visibly calm down. Her breathing has slowed down immensely. She's not shaking anymore. By the time we got through with it, there was no panic attack. This was all in, I'm going to say less than 5 minutes. Okay. Nothing else had really gotten to her and helped her come out of that, but that did it for her. And I realized just then just how powerful this was. So again, you could do this with a kid. They don't have to understand the tapping. You can tap for them. Okay. Or even a friend that's just really struggling at that moment. You can do it with them. Okay. So looking to see, Heather, I don't know if you caught it on the motion, but you could probably identify it. Whatever emotion you're feeling that's negative right now, we're going to, if you guys have an oil, grab an oil. If you don't, that's okay too. But totally could use lavender, frankincense, stress away, what we usually use for AFT. Just grab one of them. A citrus oil, anything like that. Then you just go ahead and get a drop and just breathe it in. Go ahead and get that going, and then we'll start our tapping sequence. Okay. You can put it on the top of your forehead, on the back of your neck. Those are excellent places. This is an emotional release place. So is this. So just putting an oil right here is actually very calming. So this would be a great place to put it. Hopefully you got it on and we're ready to go. So everybody's muted. You guys are going to be saying this out loud, though. It's important. You got to speak it out loud. Okay. So go through your sequence while we're tapping. And I'm just going to use one so you can follow along with me. Okay. I'm just going to say stressed just to make it super simple. Okay. So we're going to start on the knife edge of the hand right here. You can use one finger, you can use all fingers. I usually just use all of them. Okay. We're just going to tap. It's pretty simple. Okay. So here we go. I'm stressed. Say your statement. I am stressed. Switch hands. Other side. I'm stressed. I'm stressed. If you're wearing glasses, you might take them off. So you can see you're going to need to go right here, right at the edge of your eyebrows. Okay. I am stressed. Tap both sides. I'm just using 2 fingers. Good breath. I'm stressed. I'm stressed. Switch to the outer corners, right at the edge of your eyes, right here. I'm stressed. Breathe it out. I'm stressed. Go right underneath the eyes on the cheekbone right here. I am stressed. I'm stressed. Right? Go down here, down to right here. I am stressed. I am stressed. I am stressed. Your chin right here. I'm stressed. I'm stressed. I'm stressed. Probably already feeling a shift at this point. Go right here. Here's your collarbone just underneath it. Both hands. I'm stressed. I'm stressed. I'm stressed. Okay, now we're going on the side. I usually use all 4 fingers just kind of spread out so I can hit it around your rib cage, just on the side. I'm stressed. I'm stressed. I'm stressed. Switch sides. I'm stressed. Keep saying your statement. I'm stressed. Okay, now we'll go to the top, right on the crown of the head. 1 hand or 2 hands, doesn't matter. Just go and spread them apart a little bit. I'm stressed. I am stressed. Good breath. I'm stressed. Okay, that's it. That's a release, all right? How you feeling? Do you feel a shift? You feel a little bit of a shift? Let me see some yeses or nos in the chat room. It's okay if you don't. You can say that. Usually you start to feel a change. I wasn't feeling super stressed before I started this, but man, I'm feeling a little relaxed now. I'm like, okay, I'll take it. Okay, yeah, a little bit. All right, well, that's not the full one. That's just some yes. Okay, all right. So here we go. I feel another negative emotion now. Okay. You got some things popping up, Nikki. That's what's happening. Good. All right. Several. Yeah, it does feel awkward. I get it. But I'm glad you went for it. It actually becomes routine after you start tapping it. Eventually, you're just like, I got this. So good. Yeah, we're all awkward together. That's right. That's right. Thanks. Okay. So now that we've released, we've got to hold. We've got to pull in the positive. Okay. We're just in the middle right now. So figure out what's the opposite to the emotion you said. What's the positive counterpart? Okay. You guys tell me what you think. If you need help, I'll help you find the positive counterpart. Fear would be, I have courage, right? I'm courageous. I'm strong. It could totally work. Yes, I'm at peace. A little tingly. Interesting. You probably had a block, Chloe. If you're starting to feel tingly, things are coming back. They're switching over. That's a really good thing. Okay. You probably had a big block. Hopeful. Yes. See, it's not hard. You can come up with the other one. At peace. So with overwhelmed, what are y'all thinking with that one? I want to hear what you think before I give suggestions. It could be whatever you want it to be. Truly. What's the positive counter that you want, that you're desiring right now? I'm going to be sure everybody's got their word before we get started. Okay, I'm pulling that back up. So if you've been detoxing, okay, so Nikki, sometimes when you're doing a physical detox, your body, you will be more emotional. Because while you're physically detoxing, you're actually going to let go of possible stored emotions in that system. Okay, it's very, very common. So in control, I mean, you could say in control, maybe whelmed. Funny. Okay, you don't want to go out. I get what you're saying, like controlling. The negative side is what you're saying. I don't think that's going to be the case, but optimistic's great. Go with that. Go with that. Strong, capable of dealing. Okay. I am capable. I am able. Those are great words for the opposite of overwhelmed. I am enough. There it is. I am enough. I am capable. Okay. That is the opposite side of feeling overwhelmed. Trusting. That's good. I tend to. I like that. Valuable. Excellent. I am valuable. I remember that one, Jenny. We've talked about that one before. All right. Does everyone have it? I'm lost track because we've had more people. Just tell me yes if you've got it. I'm gonna start counting. I see, or yeah, thumbs up would be great if you've got your camera on. So, okay, I think everybody's got it. Okay, Heather and Nikki, let me see either a yes from you guys. Yes, that works, Nikki. Good. So you've got that, Nikki, the calm or at peace. Does that work? Perfect. We're ready to tap again. So if you've got another oil available at your disposal that you want to use, switch it over to something. Use what you have. Always remember, oils are little bottles of possibility. They will adapt to what you need them to be at times, okay? Lavender is the Swiss Army knife. You can use it for just about anything. Valor's awesome. Valor's awesome for holding. If you've got a Citrusol handy, this would be good to use it. Even peppermint's excellent for this part. Believe, transformation, all those are great. Okay, so just get some on. If you've got that handy, put it on here, put it on here. Take a good deep breath. It's going to be on the palms of your hands while you're tapping. You're going to be smelling it. Okay, so we're ready. All right, we're ready to go. Let's do it again. So go ahead, if you can still see, take off your glasses if you were wearing them. Here we go. We're going to start on the knife edge of the hand. Remember to say it out loud. Please say it out loud. I know I can't hear you, but you've got to say it out loud. You can be quietly if you need to. Ready? So hang on, let me get my opposite. I can even do that. I'm calm. It's opposite of stressed. I'm calm. All right, here we go. Ready? I am calm. I'm at peace. I'm relaxed. I'm calm. Switch hands. I'm relaxed. I'm at peace. I'm calm. Inside of your eyebrows, both hands. I am calm. I have peace. I am relaxed. Outside of the eyes, outside corner. I'm calm. I'm relaxed. I have peace. Underneath your eyes, on your cheekbone, I'm calm. I'm relaxed. I have peace. Upper lip, right underneath your nose, one hand. I'm calm. I'm relaxed. I have peace. On your chin, right here. I'm calm. I'm relaxed. I have peace. Right underneath the collarbones, both hands right here. I'm calm. I'm relaxed. I have peace. Underneath your arm, just kind of spread your fingers apart, one side. I am calm. I'm relaxed. I have peace. Switch, other side. I'm calm. I am relaxed. I have peace. Top of the head. Go ahead and use both hands right here. I am calm. I'm relaxed. I have peace. There we go. All right, guys. That's it. It's a full setting. Sometimes it can be faster than that. You can totally just go quickly if you think I can switch. If you can flip pretty quick. Sometimes it can take more time and do more cycles if you need to. Usually that's about the length of time that it takes me. Without time trying to figure out. I mean, we're in a group setting, so I was trying to help everybody figure out their words and stuff. How are you feeling? Be honest. I want to hear it. Let's see how you're doing. Have you felt a shift? Some kind of shift to the positive? That's what I'm hoping for. I think I feel better. Yeah. Good. Notice I was incorporating breathing in. Okay. That's not something all the EFT videos are going to tell you, but breathing is huge for helping reset your mental health and getting you in a good emotional state. Less tight, more calm. Rubbing my neck and shoulders while tapping the ribs. Yeah, everything just kind of released a little bit. Yeah, that's where you usually carry it, isn't it? Is that right? You usually always carry it around here when we're usually doing these sessions. Well, hello, there we go. All right, Nikki, feeling more tensions. You probably did bring some stuff up. You got a lot. You got a lot going on. I know you do. Tired but more relaxed. Excellent. Excellent. Whenever you're processing through, and Nikki, hang on with me, even when we end, just hang on, okay? I mixed my sessions. Okay. That you mixed up and had several different things hopping up. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Here's the thing. When somebody's had stuff bottled up for a while and you start releasing, and especially if you feel like you're in a safe place, sometimes you open up the lid and it's like you shook up the soda bottle and it all comes out. That's not always common. It does happen sometimes, okay? But it's actually a good thing that you're releasing and not bottling it up anymore, okay? Tara says it started saying capable and trust. Then I only said trust because I don't know how to feel capable yet, but I felt more relaxed. But I had a lot of things popping up too that I didn't like. Okay, so it was bringing a lot of stuff up for you as well. Okay, that it happens. It happens. It does. Good for now. Okay, good deal. All right, guys. So I wanted you to see how that works. Okay. So let's see. All right. I'm thinking, give me a second. Right. I'm glad that helped most of y'all shift. That helped most of you shift. And now that you could see how easy it can be. How I view EFT is going to be more for situational moments. You've got a moment, you're having a meltdown. Maybe you're even out in public and you're like, I gotta get control. This isn't the place and time for this. I need a quick shift. Maybe you're out in your car. You can go step into your car real quick, start tapping. Okay? Sometimes you don't even have to fully get all the words out, but just doing that tapping sequence will have a calming effect on the body. So this is a powerful, quick tool, especially a quick tool for mamas to keep in their back pocket for the kiddos and starting to just make it something normal. It's like, hey, let's tap together. Okay. So that can be super helpful right there. I have used it for my kiddos when my oldest, when we're doing homework and she's starting to feel overwhelmed with a subject that she's like, I can't do this. And she starts just shutting down on me. And I see that happening. I'm like, hey, let's try this. And we would usually do that. It would help her come out of that. When she's really struggling, we'll do AFT. And that really gets to the root of it, of why is she struggling? What is the middle block there? We'll use AFT at that point. With my youngest, this is where it's at. The EFT is awesome for her. And I had a moment where she actually was experiencing grief, like big time grief. And it just hit her all of a sudden. I think it might have been after we had lost a church family member. And it was like one of her first times to really recognize what grief is. But it took her back to a time when she was real little and we had our first pet die that she could remember. And it was fairly traumatic. She saw the kitty cat and it was really sad. And she was very sad over that. And she was 2 years old, guys, but that has stayed in her head as death equals patches. That's what it equals in her head. And so whenever she's grieving, it takes her right back. It's a trigger. And she was inconsolably sobbing. And there was not much I could do, and I couldn't help her get a grip, so to speak. And so I said, hey, let's do this. Are you super sad? I'm really sad. Okay. It's like, let's do this. And I started tapping for her. And I said, I want you to say it. Just say it with me. I'm sad. I'm sad. It's okay to say that. It's okay to feel that. She did. She just kept saying it. She's still crying, guys. Got through it. Then I said, what do you want to be, sweetie? What do you want to feel right now? She's like, well, I want to feel happy. I'm like, okay, let's feel happy. And I'm like, I want you to say that. And I just used an oil, guys. I just went and grabbed whatever I could find, used it, and just let her breathe it in while I'm tapping. And guys, you could see the shift happen over. By the time we started tapping for I'm happy, she already stopped crying. She was in a good place. And we got done, and she had, for lack of better terms, she had gotten a grip. She was able to, and I said, listen, it's okay to feel sad. It's okay to feel mad sometimes. God gave us all those emotions, but sometimes we need just a little bit of help to be able to pull ourselves back into control. Okay. And so that's how EFT is amazing for those periods of critical, really extreme emotional heightened senses at that moment. Okay. Melanie asked, what is AFT or is it EFT? It's both. AFT stands for Aroma Freedom Technique. And that's the one where we always use essential oils in there. It's not what we did tonight. That's the one where we're going to be identifying emotions. We're going to be identifying where that emotion is stored in the body. We're also going to go back in time and kind of remember when's the last time we felt that emotion and where that we felt it in that same place. Okay. It's an amazing technique. It goes a little bit deeper, helps you to be able to release in different ways. EFT is what we did tonight, and that stands for Emotional Freedom Tapping. Okay, so there it is. Yep, they sound a lot alike, but they're different. We did EFT tonight. Okay, guys. Yes, probably good for math time. Yes, it is. It's extremely good for math time. That's when we need it too. Awesome. Okay, guys, do you have any questions for me for particularly to EFT? Go ahead and ask me right now. This is a good time for that. Do y'all feel like you could do this? Yeah? Good. Okay. If anybody wants, I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording for now, and that way we can talk a little bit more. So for those who watch the recording, thanks for being here.